Hello fellow YouTubers, Nomus RC. Time for the review, overall, 2-month review of the Notorious. Awesome truck. The body's really getting some nice patina to it from getting bashed and smashed. The real steel body is really cool because as you scratch it, it shows through like it's got, you know, steel underneath of the paint. Really neat. This body has been completely destroyed. I've had to rebuild it multiple times with shoe goo. It likes to crack right here, and it bends, it warps and cracks back here. What happens is when this gets pushed down hard enough, your shocks underneath here actually bend the body upwards, so you wind up loping the body like that back here. And then it starts cracking eventually. So those are your major wear areas as far as cracks and repairs, is right here and then the back of the body. And that's with, you know, flipping the vehicle completely over and just full speed landing on the top of it, smacking it over and over and over. I've broke a lot of stuff on this truck, and that's kind of what I set out to do. I set out to beat the crap out of it. So this 2-month review is going to be a good one. I've done some major upgrades. We're just going to take a look here. As you can see, I have a T-Bone Racing bumper up front, but I have some special stuff under here. So I went all out with T-Bone Racing and spent 120 bucks because I really wanted to beef this thing up. So we got the T-Bone Racing chassis brace. Big beefy thing, and in the center of it is basically an I-beam of carbon fiber. And then the really good T-Bone Racing plastics encase that. And then up front, they actually give you this huge mount. It's honestly, it's front and rear. You see these two big pieces right here to secure this massive I-beam. I was able to leave the stock front bumper on and mount the T-Bone Racing bumper. Looks a little bit weird when you have the body off, but when you pop the body on, because that stock bumper aligns perfectly with the truck itself, with the truck body, it actually looks really good. I'm pretty happy with leaving that on there. I did have to do a little bit of a cutout on the body right there, just because of this upper brace that they do here. Now, I've had T-Bone Racing bumpers on a lot of 8-scale buggies. They generally don't have this upper brace that goes to the differential. So that's pretty neat, pretty nifty. We'll flip it over here in a second. I want to kind of go around. So we got the front bumper. We got this beefy I-beam all the way down the center. I did do the mud flaps. So we got mud flaps on both sides in the rear. And then now we have this awesome T-Bone Racing rear bumper that also has a upper support and then your lower support, a huge massive bumper, and then these extra wide wheelie bar. And I mean, this stuff is thick, man. Very thick construction, and they have really, you know, it's pliable plastic, but man, this is just beefy. And then there's that huge plate for the rear support, and they give you a massive plate right here on the inside, and they secure together with a lot of screws. This one's got 4 screws in the rear, and then the I-beam chassis support up front actually has 6 screws that secure it. So very beefy construction. And then here's a bottom view, just this massive rear T-Bone Racing bumper, and then the massive front T-Bone Racing bumper. So some really cool upgrades that we're going to test out and see how durable they are. But you know what, regardless, they got a lifetime warranty, so if I break them, no big deal. It did add, I'm not going to lie, a little bit of weight to the vehicle, but I think it'll be okay. So, in this review, we're also going to go over, so I've snapped an A-arm, I've broke a lower shock eyelet, I've had numerous screws back out. That's no big deal, that's actually just a Loctite issue. The stock servo has still remained. This is a new RPM wing mount. Because my old wing mount, I snapped it completely off right here at the shock tower. Just gone. And it also, in doing so, it stripped out a bunch of screws in my differential housing. So that's what I've broke so far. To me, not really a big deal because I beat the living crap out of this vehicle. But, you know, we'll just go over it again. A shock eyelet, an upper A-arm, a diff housing, and the wing mount. We've broke all that stuff. Honestly, not too bad for the abuse that I give it. I'm really happy with this vehicle. I cannot wait to test these upgrades out. I'll probably shoot you guys a video this weekend of just torturing these new upgrades. So that's kind of the overall on it, guys. I'm happy, you know, and the vehicle was $500 initially. Now I've got an extra, you know, pretty much 120 bucks in upgrades. And I probably, if I break another A-arm, I'm going to go RPM upper and lower in the front. The rears I doubt will ever break for A-arms, but I'll probably do that. So I mean, we had 500, extra 120 here, so we're at 620. And then maybe we'll do some upper and lower A-arms, so we might be at 650, 680. And then we have just an amazing, amazing vehicle. Again, you don't have to do all these upgrades, but I don't just drive this thing. You know, it's a stunt truck. I want to backflip it every 2 seconds. I want to climb walls and backflip. I want to smash the thing on the top of the body. I want to push it to its limits. And, you know, in order to do that, you're going to make mistakes. And I make them constantly. So that's my overall review, guys. I got some batteries charging right now. I'm going to take out my Senton and do some abuse on it. But this weekend, I'll make a video of the durability of these new upgrades. Alright, guys. As always, you can comment, you can subscribe, you can do whatever in the hell you want. But definitely watch the videos. Enjoy.